Okay, guys, so what I'm about to show you in a couple of seconds here is definitely one of the craziest things I have seen on crypto Twitter thus far. When I read it, I definitely did not believe it, and now that I've read it at least 15 times, I still kind of don't believe it. It's that crazy. It is a crazy integration, and it's gonna get a lot of people on board of the crypto train. So it's something pretty damn amazing, and it also makes my 250 XRP giveaways that we give away the first time a video hits 1,500 likes within 24 hours. So make sure you press the like button, subscribe, and comment something down below. Yeah, it makes that look like peanuts. Because the thing I'm referring to here is a $1 million giveaway by Cash App. It's not actually by Megan Thee Stallion, like it said here. Cash App and Megan, I don't know how you pronounce it officially, have teamed up. Basically, they sponsored her to give away $1 million in Bitcoin to as many people as to a couple of people. And it's basically 50,000 Satoshi each person. And if you check the Twitter out, once more, I cannot confirm whether or not this is real or fake, but I mean, it's such a huge artist. I think most people that listen to Spotify or like that are on the internet have known about her at least, and have definitely seen this by now. So a scam is definitely not there, because the only thing she's asking for is your Cash App address, and a lot of people are confirming that they indeed got the money. Again, whether or not this is all faked, that is the only thing I cannot tell. That this is a real action going on, that is I think that is the real thing. I think that's the real thing. It's looking like most are getting 50,000, but some are getting 43,000 apparently here. Seeing a lot of different things. A lot of people really happy about it though, but on average about $10. It's pretty damn crazy that they have given away 1 million. And the thing is, guys, it's not even about the number, because I mean, $1 million is a lot, but it's not as much for what they get in goodwill and next deposits, right? And I'm also wondering how much Megan got as you could kind of say, they're using her as a platform to spread this. But of course, I don't know if she really is only taking, this donation to her fans as the reward, because she looks like a good guy for giving away $1 million, right? So that she's kind of making it seem like it's her money that she's giving away, or whether or not they paid her to just post this. That I do not know. I think both are fine. It's not like it really matters, but I'm kind of wondering about that. And then I guess the cooler part about it is this is getting a lot of people into crypto, guys. Trust me, right? And it's actually perfectly timed, I think, even though it didn't go trending, at least for me over on Twitter here, with their, what is it now? Bitcoin Meg hashtag. It did get a lot of comments, 130,000 to be exact, 50-something thousand likes. It's definitely quite a trending tweet since it's only a couple of hours old, and will definitely keep going on for a little while. Even I shared it because I'm kind of bamboozled by the situation. I'm still a little bit confused as of this point. I'm still a little bit bamboozled. But the amount of people that this is going to reach, and the amount of people that will look into crypto because of this, is insane. And this is the fun part about crypto bull runs, right? When crypto is bull run, or when cryptos do good, there are so many people who go into it a little bit, who decide to check it out for just a little bit. I told you guys, one of my relatives here, he just bought some crypto at the top, which I can always say you shouldn't do, but on a certain end, some people don't care. Some people don't care they're buying at the top as long as they got some crypto. Last video we talked about this being the final straw, and for me the final straw was the Fed saying we're not going to stop printing anytime soon. For me that was the final straw. All confirmation I needed that crypto was here to stay. And now it's only a question of, let's kind of convince these biggest institutions, or the bigger institutions, to hop on in and get it over with. And in a certain other degree, let's get all these retail guys to not just hype in, but understand this crypto more properly. Now, buying Bitcoin on Cash App is not the thing you would want, because it's not the real, Bitcoin with the private keys and stuff like that. The same thing kind of applies to Webull. The reason I recommend Webull, though, is because you can get some free stocks by depositing some money there. And you can also just buy stocks and cryptos on there, so I really, really like it. Again, you will not get private keys. You can't really withdraw or things like that. You can only have the value of your crypto, which is, to some people, a really easy thing. To some people, it's a little bit more difficult, but I mostly recommend it just for the other aspects of it and the fact you get free money for opening an account. So check it out down below. Link down below. Also check out Unstoppable Domains if you're looking into some crazy cooler things to invest in. I've explained it a couple times right now. If you're wondering more about this though, check out Discord. I've explained it a couple times, but I can do it again for you if you want. Yeah, it's getting hot though. It's getting a lot of people on it. We don't really want them to buy on Cash App. We don't really want them to buy instantly. We just want them to look it up and then make some due decisions whenever they're ready. You guys get that? We don't want them to go in hoarding and go crazy, because they would just become weak hands. A lot of these guys who are retail FOMOists or hypers, they hear about crypto somewhere and they decide to get into it really quickly, and once they are down 5% or so, they sell. And the thing is, even though it creates a little bit of a bullish narrative at first because the prices go up, at some point the bigger guys take some profits and thus they sell. And these smaller guys who are, I guess, on that verge of just having some money and already being down and like, oh, I don't really like it too much. I don't like the volatility. And them selling too, that's what really pushes the price a lot more down. And some might say, oh, I've been better off for selling now. The thing is, if they didn't sell at all, if they didn't have those weak little tiny, small beta hands, it wouldn't have happened at the start. But that's the thing about it. So this is good and bad. It's just a really strange thing for a company in the crypto-ish space to really do such a huge giveaway on Twitter like that. It's something I haven't really ever seen. I mean, I've seen a couple people give away $100, $1,000 even, or give away gifts for using their platform. You're like, oh, if you make an account, then this, then that. But this is like, hey, drop your Cash App, I'm sending you money, and then 1 million of it. That's really one of the biggest giveaways I've ever seen in my life. So I'm still bamboozled to this point, and it's gonna get a lot of people hooked on crypto if they get some money, right? Because if you were, that's actually a funny story about how I started the crypto YouTube thing. I got a donation, all right, or not a donation. I think it's a donation. Yeah, I got a giveaway. I won a giveaway. That's the reason, the way I should say it. I won a giveaway on YouTube, and that started my whole own crypto YouTube type of thing because I was so happy that somebody actually decided to give me some money. A lot of these people who get themselves some Satoshi, here's some crypto, they're also going to be crazy, crazy excited about it. Now, they, of course, are not going to have private keys, so they can't really transact in the way that I could. But still, I think it's a good way. It's a good thing. I like it. Then, MoneyGram is pushing boundaries with Ripple by CEO Alex Holmes. Actually, by Brad Garlinghouse and by literally everybody. It's been confirmed by now that this whole MoneyGram ordeal was huge in the end. According to MoneyGram CEO Alex Holmes, the partnership with Ripple will push the boundaries of what is possible. MoneyGram has already transacted billions of US dollars in production with XRP, like they've all confirmed a little bit earlier over on Twitter and other media places, I guess. Funny enough, I have one on Brad Garlinghouse here too. At the top, you can see the first, but certainly not the last. Big congrats to the Coinbase team on this milestone in their growth. And that is talking about the SEC newest statement of Coinbase going to launch their IPO. Told you guys before, I am definitely going to be buying into this if I do get the chance. And most likely 2 years from like maybe today or a couple of days ago, it's been confirmed, by the way, 2 years from now, most likely, by Brad Garlinghouse. They're going to be launching their IPO, and they said they won't be the first, but certainly not the last. And I guess Coinbase wants to be one of the first ones to go for it. Pretty happy. Well, I said a double. Pretty happy to see that, and I think a lot of good is going to come from this. I'm still wondering exactly how much money this will make in a very short amount of time, and also why they still can't keep their platform working properly, like Not Today here says. Like, why do they still have such a shitty company in that sense? And here they're also saying, confidentially telling everyone, I don't really know. Yeah, they're just trying to get people to buy in afterwards, of course, to make their own stocks be worth a lot more, but it's still a good thing, though. I think this is nice. Here it was like the official document saying everything. Coinbase has submitted a draft registration statement to the SEC in preparation of the IPO. The SF-based crypto exchange fortunes are tied to the price of Bitcoin. Its revenues ballooned in 2017 on the back of a crypto rally and have shrunk in size since. It has a valuation of more than $1 billion in private markets. So, yeah. Then Binance Labs leads strategic $12 million investment round in Math Wallet. Math Wallet was one of the first crypto wallets to support the BNB, or no, actually the Binance Smart Chain. I actually misread that. And they've invested a nice little sum in that, a $12 million round led in the cryptocurrency wallet maker, which has also received funding from NGC Ventures, Amber Group, and Capital 6 Eagle. The most important thing to know here is that Binance is also not sitting still. You know, a lot of these exchanges are getting more and more popular, and I actually have also been seeing a lot more articles right now come out about these companies running fund gatherings and just these strategic investment rounds. We've been seeing a lot of them in the last couple of days specifically here. A lot. And another, I guess, cool thing, right, is this fact that Coinbase is going for the IPO. I think this is also going to start a new IPO rally where a lot of these earlier crypto companies are going to start, at least try some IPOs. I don't know specifically which ones, because Ripple's still going to be taking a couple of years, but a couple more are going to be following really in Coinbase's footsteps, especially if we see them do good. And I really sincerely hope for Coinbase that their IPO is going to happen in a time where crypto is really up there. And I think they've waited a very long while for crypto to be up to file their IPO because, well, they're expected, this is just a little bit of a stock example for you guys, their expected profit was quote unquote pretty low. And now that Bitcoin has outperformed, their real profit is going to be so extremely high in comparison to what was expected, because nobody really expected Bitcoin to surge this much and the volume to go up this ridiculously much in November as well. Yeah, that they'll most likely, for Q4 of this year specifically, have way better numbers, and they might actually make a freaking ton more money this way by doing it right at this area. So they most likely waited a little bit before they could go for it. And maybe Ripple's waiting as well for another huge boom in XRP before they're going to go for an IPO. And maybe they know it's going to be a couple years from now. Maybe they know. Altcoins are about to see a capital rotation event as Bitcoin rally heats up. The thing you should understand is that I'm not only a Bitcoin bull, I'm not only an altcoin bull, I like everything, but I also am not only specifically tied to one coin, mostly for the reason that I believe in a lot of them, and I do think that it's going to be where Bitcoin is going to go up first and then move over into altcoins. And I really firmly believe that, and I stick with it, quite harshly. Some people, of course, hate me for those predictions and ideas, but I really stand by the fact that I think Bitcoin goes up first and then moves over into altcoins, which I still think to this day. And if you were to follow that idea, I think you would have made the most amount of money as of this point as well. By going for Bitcoin over is it even possible to put in here? No, we can put a 1 year percentage here. If you went for Bitcoin, for example, over XRP on maybe like an 8-month or so period, I think you would have made a lot more money with Bitcoin. The thing is, though, there's often these breaks where XRP just completely outperforms, or the same with Ethereum, or the same with a lot of these other ones. But if you look at the real numbers, Bitcoin did hit about $3,500, right? 33,000 something at March. Right now, at about 24,000 or so is where it just got to. And again, this might be a little bit differently when I upload the video exactly. Again, prices change a lot, so it may be that we're at 21,000, maybe that we are 24,000. Who knows? Who cares? It doesn't really matter too much for the bigger picture. The point is, it made so much money, and the altcoins have moved, but not really that much in comparison to where they're going to be going to, because Bitcoin is very far above its all-time high that we saw before, and these other altcoins are not really that close to it. And I do think that Bitcoin now sitting new all-time high is just the start of what these altcoins are going to be doing, because they're not even at their all-time high yet. And from that perspective, again, our idea was, I guess, correct, of saying Bitcoin is going to go and rush up first. And especially with its all-time high, we're very much correct on that one. And I'm going to bet on that again, where Bitcoin is just going to keep running up. But it's still also a difficult one to estimate exactly when people are going to be selling off their Bitcoin to move it over into altcoins, like, for example, XRP, XLM, VeChain, Zilliqa, all that good stuff. Because you would kind of say it's going to be based upon FOMO, and it's going to be based upon retail hype. So when retail hype goes into a figure frenzy, then the big institutions sell, but they, of course, might go for fiat. But if fiat is so unstable like it is right now, they might go for some other cryptos. And again, fiat is really the furthest of what I want to have in terms of US dollars. I do hold fiat a little bit, of course, because you got to pay for things, and you also kind of feel safe in a certain sense to know you have a little bit of a pot, which I talk about more in the business realm, other channel down below. But definitely not too much, because I definitely think crypto is the way to go and to have my money in. If I had to choose, between only crypto and only fiat, for the future, I'm going to say that a only crypto world is eventually going to be possible. You may be saying, oh, what are you talking about? Because you also have provisions where digital cash just doesn't work properly. The thing is, guys, this world changes so much. And Bill Gates, fun story about that one, but let's just stick to his quotes. Bill Gates has also said before that you can really overestimate what you can do in 1 year and really underestimate what you can do in 10 years. I think 10 years from now, the world is going to be looking so different. Think about it 10 years ago. How many of you were actively, daily on YouTube back then? 2010 I'm talking about, right? And me personally, as a YouTube expert, no, I'm just kidding. But I was on there a little bit, but in comparison to where I'm now, damn, all right, if I don't spend at least an hour or so a day watching some stuff on YouTube, it's a crazy day for me. All right, same for Twitter. Same for just the internet. The internet really is a good example. If I don't spend 6 hours a day, maybe 8 hours a day on the internet, it's a strange day for me because it's my job and it's everything that I do is on the internet, which some might say is really lame. I can agree with you on a couple of points right there, but on the contrary, it's also fun because you do what you like. Yeah, it's so strange that a lot of this stuff in this degree wasn't there at that point, like 10 years ago. I mean, the internet was there, of course, but cryptocurrency wasn't even there in that degree, at all. I mean, it was there, cryptocurrency once more. I'm trying to give you guys some heavier examples, but it's not really working to the best way, shape possible. I guess let's say differently. TikTok, boom, wasn't there. Instagram, boom, I don't think it was there. Maybe it was in 2007 or so, but I think it wasn't there. You guys get the picture I'm trying to paint here. A lot of the stuff we're so used to right now wasn't there today, and these things, people are like, whoa, they come, and but when did they come? Well, things are coming up right now as we speak. I mean, XRP has been here for a couple years right now. It's not even been 10 years as well. And eventually it's going to be every single where, but it's going to be taking a lot of time, right? Think back 50 years ago, how different the world was back then. And that's the same thing I'm kind of predicting for the future as we go on here. If you were to tell somebody 100 years ago that the world would look like this, they would have definitely punched you in the face and burned you. Think about that. So you guys get another crypto video. Enjoy your day, everybody.